So, what's going on, everybody? So, you're at home, the ban list just dropped, and you're thinking to yourself, what kind of deck can I play for the current format? I mean, we did just get towers up to 2. We did just, get you did just get Masterpiece getting hit on the ban list, but the one deck Trickstars is really still out there. And guess what, guys? I have a great solution for you. In this video, that was so cringy. In this video, as you guys already know, when you click the title, I'm gonna be giving you guys the 5 best budget/rogue decks I can think of for the format. Now, before I actually get to the list, keep in mind these are rogue budget decks, meaning they're not gonna be as good as the meta decks. Meta decks being Ultrageist, Moving Forward, Strike Blade, Layer of Darkness, etc., etc., ABC, Nightmare, and the format's not going to change till August. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys want some good decks to sauce the opponent. I think I got a good list of decks that can do just that. So without further, like I always tell you guys, without further ado, let's begin. Start by saying, before I get to the actual list once again, let's get this video up to 200 likes if we can. It'll be awesome. And yeah, starting off with the first pick, Layer of Darkness Pure. Now, the reason why I picked this as a budget deck and rogue deck for the May 2018 format is because simply $30 can get you the Layer of Darkness deck with a few essentials outside of that. Essentials being Card of Demise, which is going between 15 to 18 bucks online. Pick your poison to see which website you're going to get it from. But Layer of Darkness, the reason why I like Layer of Darkness Pure is because simply due to the fact that you can hit your opponent with one of the Crush Card Virus's effects. Meaning, if you full force them, sometimes you can win the game, sometimes you can, and you can just beat their advantage down with your Darkness Diablos and your Lilith, because while Lilith is on the field and you have the Layer of Darkness card on the field, Lilith can contribute off your opponent's monsters to search and set stuff in your deck. And even if you don't have anything left in your deck, Lilith can contribute as cost, which is great. The deck can also abuse cards like Skill Drain and I believe Back to the Front. So with that being said, Layer of Darkness Pure is definitely a solid deck to pick for as a budget/rogue deck going into this May 2018 format. I'm still working out the kinks of my build, be on the lookout for a deck list. Just know I am working out a way to make it run Mass Change number 2. And I want this list to be lit, so be on the lookout for my deck list for Pure Layer of Darkness. Number 4, Dinosaurs Pure. Now, Dinosaurs is a deck that usually gets mixed with Shadows. I mean, you can mix it with the Shadow build as well. And its main focus is on OTKing. Some people even mix it with Light Swarm just to get the milling stuff off. So you can just go ahead and put in work pretty much. On a budget, if you're super broke, 30 bucks get you the base quarter deck. You can get the few essentials, like the one guy when he's banished out of the graveyard, he can special himself to the field. And double evolution pill, which allows you to do all your heavy OTK plays. The pressure this deck puts on the board is insane, because you can literally play against a dinosaur player, right? You can have your whole board set up, think you're doing good. It can be boom, 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 double evolution pill, game. And it's just like, wow, I've literally had that happen where in Light Swarm versions, they go, summon this guy, mill 2 to 3 cards from top of my deck. Oh yeah, I milled the target for double evolution pill. Play the double evolution pill, banish this, make this, and it's just like, oh my god, it's so good in what they can do. So I mean, it can catch the opponent off guard. Now granted, you do it can lose to things like Effect Veiler to a certain degree by them stopping your Miscellaneousaurus, and Ash Blossom can put in work against the deck as well. But if you're a good dinosaur player, you're going to usually OTK your opponent very quickly. And once again, keep in mind this is a budget deck, so if you're on a budget, you really can't complain with how, I guess I could say, lackluster the deck is. But with that being said, still a solid pick to go for the current format. Number 3, Paleozoic Card of Demise. So Paleozoic Frog Card of Demise is definitely a solid pick for the any format. Probably gonna be on my budget deck list until it just becomes unplayable to a degree. Paleozoics, all of my traps, majority of them are common, but they do pit and work. Now, also keep in mind, guys, Card of Demise is a $15 to $20 card. checked it on TCG Player before the time of this video. If you guys watch this video in the future, it may be at a higher price. But for what it does, it allows you to shift through your deck. The deck would need Paleozoic, which also received a reprint. I think it's probably like a $5 to $10 card. But essentially, the Paleozoic stuff you can get for dirt cheap. People at local supply give it to you for free. And you got a lot of the stuff reprinted in the tournament packs. What this deck can provide for you, that's probably the biggest thing you guys are thinking. It's an all trap deck. It's reactive to your opponent's plays. They can make totally awesome, dude. They can make totally awesome, which allows you to negate opponent's plays like Regeki, Dark Hole, and you steal the card with totally awesome. So there's nothing more to be said about that. You guys know Paleozoic, dude. It's just a solid, good pick for the May 2018 format. Trap heavy deck. You add the frogs in there, and you may be able to put in some work. Just keep in mind, Ash Blossom, once again, can harm the deck to a certain degree. But with cards like Call by the Grave, they can negate the hand trap, kill it, because it pretty much stops hand traps. You guys will be in a good position. Number 2, my cream de la cream, one of my favorite decks of all time, Masked Heroes. Now, before you guys click off the video, you guys start thinking, why Masked Heroes? Masked Heroes is a trash deck. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's crazy. Masked Heroes just topped an event. I saw the post on Zodiac Duelist. The guy topped his regionals. It was in a different country. It's about 80 man, about an 80-person regionals, which is a low number, I'll admit. But at the same time, that does not discredit the guy for making some good plays. Dark Law in a format where you don't have to worry about Masterpiece, and I can tell you that Trickstars is probably going to be one of the best decks for the time being. It's solid. Make them, protect them with your Honestly Neos, and you can put it in work, especially against decks like Trickstars. Trickstars can't do nothing against Dark Law unless they just have it out like the Regeki, Dark Hole, or a Kaiju, which usually they don't have game one. I play against Trickstars myself with Heroes. Usually once I bring out Dark Law, I can just sit there. If they don't have Regeki, I usually win. That's usually how it goes at locals when I play my hero deck against Trickstars. You do have to worry about the game 2 and 3. So to make sure your side deck is stacked and you're good to go for that matchup. But yeah, you don't have to worry about Masterpiece, which is a really good killer for this deck. You do have to worry about ABC, and once again, it also goes back to if you can go first, you can bring out your Dark Law, you have your protection for your Dark Law, you're in good position. But ABC is the best deck in the matter right now. It's kind of hard to beat that deck unless you have the money cards like Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, etc. I mean, essentially all these decks I'm going to list on the video. Like 1 is not better than 5 is not better than 1. They're all pretty solid against the meta. And ultimately, you will need Ash Blossom and Joy Spring to try to compete moving forward for the future of the format. But if you can't afford those cards, you're just going to have to do the best you can with what you got. So yeah, man, Masked Heroes is a solid deck, and I think it deserves to be on a good budget/rogue deck for the May 2018 format. And we do have that new hero card coming out in August, so that's something to look forward to, right? And the last deck I want to talk about is Kleavor. Now, Kleavor just got Kleavor Towers back to 2. Essentially, it might come back to 3. I mean, Konami gave it to us at 1, didn't do anything, so you guys already know what's going to happen. They're going to give it to us at 2, and it may do something. All the Kleavor cards, I'm pretty sure, are dirt cheap. Probably can pick the deck up for under $100, maybe a little bit over 100, depending on how bougie you want to give the deck. But essentially, Towers, even though it's not as relevant as it was back then, because you do have outs for it like the Kaijus and etc., it's still a heck of a boss monster by eating cards out of your opponent's hand and being untargetable, similar to Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King. In addition to that, Skill Drain, back to the front cards that, not back to the front, but that one trap card that's just like Skill Drain, and Kleavor's had their own version of Skill Drain, allows you to just stun out the opponent and just win games off the GQ. So with that being said, I think Kleavor is a solid pick as a good budget/rogue deck for the current format, especially since people have not played the deck in a while and or played against the deck in a while, so they might not have their side deck stacked for it. Can it be Trickstars? I can definitely see that happening. Trickstars can't really handle decks that can put out beefy monsters. They can't do all of their tricks, and the deck just cries for things like Skill Drain and etc. Can it be ABC? Once again, you're floodgating. You should have no problem with that deck as well. So that was a mouthful. So yeah, man, this is my top 5 best budget decks for the rogue budget/rogue decks for May 2018. Sorry guys, I'm so exhausted. I just got off work. I'm still in my work clothes, trying to grind out these videos, and I have to go to the gym right after I film this video. So I am out of it, pumped off caffeine, but I'm trying to get this competitive content out for you. Well, casual content now, because I'm more of a casual player. Post your thoughts and opinions about what you thought about this video in the comment section down below. There was a rogue deck you felt like it should have been on this list that was not on this list. Let me know why, and let me know where you feel like should have been better on this list. I think ultimately moving forward with the way Yu-Gi-Oh is moving, especially into the national season, any rogue deck can be solid, honestly speaking. These are just the ones I thought were better. I guess an honorable mention would be Magical Musketeers. And about doing research on this video, saw it on another guy's channel. He was talking, I think his channel is -9. What was his channel? I'll give him a little quick shout out real fast. I did a little research. His name, Neg9 Yu-Gi-Oh. Check him out. He got a top 5 best budget decks for May 2018. I saw he mentioned Magical Musketeers on his channel as a budget rogue deck, so I guess that's a bit honorable mention. So yeah, man, shout out to Neg9 Yu-Gi-Oh. I did a little bit of research off of his video to bounce ideas off his channel. I mean, I don't know if he watches my channel or not, but yeah, shout out to that guy. He made a video and it got pretty good views so far. So with all that being said, man, InnovationYGO, exhausted as frick, and I'm tired. And I'm signing out, man. See you guys in the next video. Peace.